Hello everybody, welcome to part 11 of Let's Play Pokemon White 2. So, we left off where we defeated Roxy, and after that we made a movie. We defeated a rock star and became a movie star, as was the title of the last episode. But now we have to progress further in our Pokemon journey, because if we don't progress at all, then this Let's Play will be getting nowhere at all. Well, anyway, I made a few team substitutions, so instead of putting Kukulin and a couple other Pokemon on my party, I now have Nico and Kikucho and Lassie in my party. Lassie especially, because I think Lassie is getting close to evolving. But anyway, first of all, if we go to the eastern part of Burbank City now, we'll see something startling. A bunch of Team Plasma grunts, along with Roxy and Linus. So, you guys are Team Plasma then? That's right, we're Team Plasma! 2 years ago, we were betrayed by the man who we respected as our king and hero. Which I assume is N. Yeah, I mean, N kind of sounded atypical of being in Team Plasma in White 1, because it was revealed that he was actually kind toward Pokemon. So I guess this faction of there are actually two factions of Team Plasma in this game. One of them supports the new N and is being all kind toward Pokemon, but this faction, I believe, are the bad guys who support Getsus, actually, and believe in taking Pokemon away from trainers. So these guys, I believe, are the bad Team Plasma. They're the Plasbat. They're Team Plasbat, as that one Team Plasma grunt back in, I don't know if it was in Embasa City or somewhere else in White 1, pointed out. So our conquest of the Unova region ended in failure. However, we will never give up. We will persevere. We will overcome someday. We will already have another plan in motion. Let me guess, it'll involve catching another legendary Pokemon, right? That seems to be what all of these evil organizations plan to do, is capture a legendary Pokemon and use their power for their own good. Shut it, you freaks! You guys are the worst. You talk about saving Pokemon, but you're just Pokemon thieves. Don't think I'll ever forgive you. In the ranch, we got chased by Lillipup, and now we're getting involved in trouble. This kind of stinks. Well, it's okay, isn't it? If we steal their Pokemon, and I have no reasonable explanation to that. Let's just beat them up, shall we? How about it, Team Plasma? Let's just beat them up. I'll crush you and your new plans. Well said, Linus. I agree with you, actually. I could never forgive Team Plasma. And these three Team Plasma grunts are standing up against three very powerful trainers. I mean, we have me, we have Linus, we have Roxy. Yeah, try to take on all three of us, you foolish Team Plasma grunts. And we don't even get to battle them? Are we battling them or what? Are we battling them? Minerva, help out. I guess we are supposed to battle these Team Plasma grunts, and we don't get involved in a battle straight away. We just have to talk to them and battle them. Alright, I have Nico first in the party, and I guess that's a good Pokemon for me to have first in my party, since he gains experience really slowly. So, let's do this! Let's battle Team Plasma! Now, the only thing about this Team Plasma battle music is that the battle music, as you notice here, is different than the Team Plasma grunt battle music is in Black and White 1. And this I really don't like. I like the old battle music better. And this is actually a remix of the old battle music, but still, I still like the original better. I mean, I like how this music is all fast-paced and everything, but still I like the original battle. Why? The original battle music. Why the heck they have to change it? Actually, I know exactly why they changed it. It's because Team Plasma itself changed. But anyway, enough talking. Let's have Nico use Growl, I guess. And it's a good thing we're doing that, because that Patrat is using Bide. If we have used an attack straight away, then that would have not been to our advantage at all. One thing I like to do when a Pokemon uses Bide like that is I usually just have my Pokemon just keep using a non-attacking move until it releases energy, which I believe it'll do on the next turn. And Bide actually always goes first, I think from Generation 4 onward. So it'll just get that in, and then we'll start attacking now. So I think if I just use Pursuit now, then I think that'll work. And of course it failed to unleash energy because it had not taken any damage. But I think if we just use Pursuit a couple of times, yeah, it's going to use Bide now, but that won't matter because by the time that we get enough Pursuits in, it will have fainted anyway and won't be able to release any energy. Of course, in the unfortunate event that this misses, Nico would have taken a lot of damage, but that doesn't matter because Patrat is KO'd. And we defeated the Team Plasma grunt. Now I remember in my playthrough of White 1, I sang along to the Team Plasma grunt battle music often, but now that they changed the battle music, I don't know if I could do it as effectively. I mean, I know it's the same tune, but still. I can't believe kids like these caught us off guard! Well, kids catching evil organizations off guard, that is like standard in any video game nowadays, right? Let's run! Let's run! Past the later, we just defeated. Yeah, Linus, you are right. They are a bunch of creeps, aren't they? And I almost called them creeks, as in bodies of water. Split up! You, go check Route 20. Although you can technically call any human being a body of water, because human beings are made up of 70% water, right? Okay, never mind. So Roxy's telling us to check out Route 20? Isn't that where we just were earlier? If I'd lost, my precious Pokemon would have been taken. I would have wanted to lose my coughing or my Whirlipede. That would have not been good at all. Even though Whirlipede and coughing are not really the prettiest Pokemon in existence, they're actually pretty ugly, but still. In fact, one of the critiques I saw, I think it was IGN's review of this game, and yay, we got an HM for Cut. That'll help. I think I know exactly who I'm going to teach that to. But I remember when IGN reviewed Black and White 1, they actually listed ugly Pokemon, quote-unquote, as one of its downsides. That's kind of interesting. Of course, they didn't say that about Black 2 and White 2, because they introduced non-Unova Pokemon before defeating the champion in this game, which is kind of cool. But I don't think a lot of the Unova Pokemon are ugly. Some of them are, like Conkeldurr, but some of them I actually really like Purloin and Chandelure, for instance. Oh, but more importantly, let's go after Team Plasma, blah, 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 blah. Wait a minute, we're searching Route 20? We were just at Route 20 earlier. Well, gee, I thought we would be moving on to the next town already, but instead we have to go back over to Route 20? Well, this sucks. Well, Nico didn't really take much damage in the battle against Team Plasma anyway, so I'm not really gonna bother healing my Pokemon in between. And look, the Team Plasma battle music is playing in the background now that Route 20 has apparently been taken over by Team Plasma. Now, where on Route 20 are these Team Plasma grunts? Let's find them. I don't see them yet, but they must be somewhere. Okay, here's Linus. Are they this way? Yes, I know. Come on, where are the Team Plasma grunts? And unfortunately, since it's no longer fall, and I don't think they're in Flockacy Ranch, I think they're in Route 20 somewhere. Where are they? Where are the Team Plasma grunts? I don't see them anywhere. Are you sure they're over here? Don't tell me we have to surf to get to them. That would not be good, because we don't even have the HM for surf yet. And I don't think we'll get that HM until we get a few more badges. In fact, I bet they're right at the beginning of Route 20, right over by Flockacy Town. That's what I bet, anyway. Anyway, one other thing I learned in between this episode and the last one was, according to the anime, the first town in this game is pronounced Aspertia City, not Aspertia. So I don't have to be all confused on how to pronounce that town. Of course, how often do I follow those things anyway? I mean, there are several Pokemon names that I deliberately pronounce different from what the anime pronounces it. Like Ferrothorn, for instance. The anime pronounces it Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn? Seriously? Ferrothorn? It's Ferrothorn, not Ferrothorn. But yeah, there's a Team Plasma grunt right there, and it's just one Team Plasma grunt. I thought it was going to be a whole gang of them, but whatever, let's battle him. Let's battle another Team Plasma grunt. And I don't know this tune that well, so I can't sing along to it. See, why'd they change the music on me? And it's Purloin versus Purloin, apparently. Well, this is not good, because the only attacking move Nico knows is Pursuit, which will not be very effective. So I'm probably going to have to switch to somebody. In fact, I'll switch to Nimbus, because Nimbus knows a fighting attack now that he learned Rock Smash. And what'll Purloin do? Use Assist, and that failed, because that's apparently the only Pokemon that Team Plasma Grunt has on its team. And why am I thinking Nimbus knows Rock Smash? He knows Force Palm. That's right, he learned that. Shows how long it's been since I recorded the last episode, right? And that, of course, one-hit KO'd the Purloin. Hooray for Nimbus. These Plasma Grunts are pushovers. They really are pushovers. I mean, if all they're using is Patrat and Purloin? Really? And that Plasma Grunt is fleeing, and now I'm going to get to go where I was hoping to go at the beginning of this episode, but no, we wasted 9 whole minutes battling worthless Team Plasma Grunts. They must be moving around by boat. Castelia City has a big port. I wonder if they're headed there. Hey, Castelia City! I remember Castelia City. That was one place I nicknamed Hand City back in White 1. Castelia City is where my favorite gym leader resides. I got interrupted by a wild Sobottle. Just as I was about to talk about Berg, I got interrupted by a wild Sobottle. How appropriate is that, right? Well, speaking of Sobottle, I have a Sobottle in my party, so I might as well put him first in my party. That being Flick, of course. I don't know why I'm making this substitution. but nobody really took any damage in the battle with either of these Team Plasma grunts. I mean, not even Nico took any damage, because all that Patrat did was use Bide, and all that Purloin did was use Assist when it didn't even have any other Pokemon in the party. That's just dumb. Using Assist when you have no other Pokemon in the party? That is like the dumbest move you can make. But anyway, now we're supposed to talk to Roxy's father, who apparently fails as a movie star. I guess his father is named Pop Roxy, which I think is appropriate. First of all, it's a parody of Pop Rocks, and second of all, since he's Roxy's father, or Roxy's pop, then that makes sense, right? Right? I know, it's kind of a bad joke. This game seems to be fond of making terrible puns like that. But now what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to take a boat over to Castelia City, where apparently there are more Team Plasma grunts, but where more importantly, that's where the next gym is. And this is where the gym leaders start being the same as they were in White 1. The gym leader of Castelia City is still Berg. That has not changed, and I would have not wanted it to change anyway. If the gym leader was anybody other than Berg, I would have been upset, because I really like Berg. Berg is my favorite of the gym leaders in this region, as I probably expressed multiple times over in my Let's Play of White 1. In fact, I even had a crush on him in White 1, and I still do, although I'm kind of over him and kind of obsessed over N instead. Right? And Linus, of course, is, as usual, running off to... Oh, look at these fancy 3D graphics. Linus is rushing off to find Team Plasma, but we're all focused looking at these fancy 3D graphics and this beautiful boat, and look at that Castelia City skyline. I really like how they updated a lot of the graphics in this game between now and from White 1. Look at this beautiful skyline. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't it? Really? But here we are! Hand City! Oh wait, Castelia City. And the anime apparently pronounces the city Castelia City. I don't know why. I don't know if it's Castelia or Castelia, but I just say Castelia, because that sounds better in my opinion. Either way. It's much bigger than I'd heard. But that doesn't matter. I'm gonna find Team Plasma no matter where they run. Yeah, boring. And now I'm registering Linus in my cross transceiver for some strange reason, as if we didn't do that earlier. Linus hated us too much earlier to want to exchange phone numbers with us. Yeah, well, Linus is never gonna be my boyfriend anyway, so I don't know if I should even be accepting his number, but yay, Heart Scale, which won't be important until we reach Driftvale City, which won't happen until we defeat Elisa, who is the 4th gym leader, and we have to defeat Berg before defeating Elisa. So this Heart Scale will be practically useless for a long time. But anyway, this little mini-quest that we embark on now is called the Castelia Harlequin Hunt. So we basically have these clowns that we have to find all over the place in Castelia City. And this is actually reminiscent of something similar that we had to do, I think in Jubilife City back in Sinnoh. We had to find like 3 clowns back in Pokemon Platinum. And we got a prize as a result. So this is probably the same type of thing. Except they're not clowns, they're Harlequins, because they don't like to be called clowns, apparently. I bet this is your first visit to Castelia City. That's great! Here, have this bicycle! And better yet, this Harlequin gives us a free bicycle! Hooray! Yay! Free bicycle! And that'll be really great for traveling around Castelia City, because Castelia City is really big. So apparently we have to look in the Metal Office, Passersby Analytics, and the Battle Company for the Harlequins that we're supposed to find. Now, the first 2 are actually really easy to find. The Battle Company is right here. I thought this was Passersby Analytics for some weird reason. But here's the Battle Company, and it is basically where we have all these trainers that we have to battle. This is actually a really great place to train Pokemon, and hey, better yet, the owner gives us a free experience share. That'll also... So this experience share is going to be really useful for raising weak Pokemon. I might use it if I'm in a pinch, but an even better way to gain experience is by battling trainers, because trained Pokemon give out more experience than wild Pokemon. And there are a lot of trainers in the top floor of this building. Actually, the top 2 floors of this building. This building has 3 stories. Well, more stories than that, but only 3 that are accessible to us. A lot of these buildings in Castelia City have up to 50 or 70 floors, but can only access like 2 or 3 of them because the other ones are off limits to the protagonist. We can't just break into all of the floors, I guess. It's not like the typical RPG where you can break into every door possible. Right? Pokemon and women here are so full of life. Wait, what did she say? I just wonder how the Pokemon and women here are so full of life. Meaning the men are lazy butts, right? But anyway, Castelia City is pretty much the same as it always was. There are all these places we can visit, yada yada yada. This is the ship for Unity Tower, which for some reason we can't access, and I don't even remember what Unity Tower is. And this girl is giving us a free Destiny Knot, which I don't find myself using that much. Basically, if a Pokemon uses Attract on one of my Pokemon and it happens to be holding the Destiny Knot, which it probably never will, then that Pokemon will become infatuated as well. So, I guess it could be kind of useful in some applications, but I don't see it as being a very useful item otherwise. Was Passersby Analytics here? I think it was here, wasn't it? Yeah. So this is where I almost said clown, but this is where the second Harlequin is going to be, right here. And the last one is in the Metal Office. The Metal Office is actually the most difficult building of the 3 to find, and I should actually be registering the bicycle in my select screen, so let me do that really quick. So now I can just access the bicycle by pressing select, or in this case L is what I'm pressing. Well, the L key on my keyboard is what I'm using for select, which is like right next to my A, B, and X buttons. But I think the Metal Office is it on the second floor of this building? I forgot if it was this building or a different building. It was on the second floor of some building. Yes, it is this building. This is the Metal Office, and here is where you can get rewards if you collect enough medals. Like, once we get 50 medals, we can come here and get a prize, and I forgot what that prize was. I recently got whatever that prize was in Black 2, but I forgot what it was already. It was so long ago. And, of course, after I finished that, I basically had a new goal of getting 100 medals, which is proving to be very difficult so far. And also, off-screen, before I started this video, I actually got 2 medals. One was, I think, for saving a lot, and the other was for, like, earning a couple of badges or something. I forgot exactly what that medal was. But here, there are 2 other people on the bottom floor of this building that are really important. This guy in front of me is the Name Raider, so I can change the nicknames of my Pokemon here. And this girl over here will be especially important now. This lady will actually give massages to my Pokemon once a day for free. And this massage will actually boost the happiness of one of my Pokemon. So I'm going to use it on Flick right now, since he missed out on the last happiness boost because he didn't participate in the battle with Roxy. So that'll help him get closer to evolving into Leavanny eventually. Of course, he has to become Swadloon first before he becomes Leavanny, but still. I think at one point somebody was supposed to give us a Soothe Bell, but I forgot who does. I think I'm just gonna wander around Castelia City right now and see if anybody will give me any free stuff. I don't know if anybody will. I imagine I'll be cutting a lot of this tour out, since I don't want to spend too much time just aimlessly wandering around here. But maybe I'll speed this up, maybe I won't, we'll see. I'll see you in a bit after I find some free stuff. Oh, actually, here's something important. I forgot about this place. The 3rd floor of the building which I was just in, where the Metal Office was, is this place right here. I think you may have recalled me hearing earlier about where I was wondering where Fennel and Amanita were. Here they are. Here's Fennel. Hi there, trainer. My name is Fennel. I'm researching Pokemon trainers. The Game Sync is a vital part of that research, and the Game Sync is basically a feature that lets you access the Dream World. And the Dream World, of course, for those of you who don't know, is this online website. It stems from the Pokemon.com website, where you can store a Pokemon, and you can find other Pokemon and items in there. You can grow berries in there. It's kind of weird that the only place where you can grow berries in this game is in the Dream World, besides in the game itself. So that I found was kind of weird, that he had to actually go online on an actual computer, not the 3DS, an actual computer to grow your berries. That's kind of weird. But anyway, if you meet certain requirements in the Dream World, you can also get Pokemon you put in there to level up as a result. So that feature's kind of interesting. But let's talk to Amanita, because I think she's the one who handles all the PCs, right? Are you a trainer? Do you use the PC at Pokemon Centers? I am Amanita. Amanita, and my last name is Muscaria, right? I maintain the box system. My name is Amanita Muscaria. Don't eat me because I am poisonous and I may give you hallucinations. Oh, you have a pal pad, I see. You can register your friends in your pal pad. After you register, you can link with those known friends, blah 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 blah. I won't use any of these features because I am playing on an emulator and cannot access multiplayer. But yeah, now I believe if we access any PC, then instead of saying someone's PC, it'll say Amanita's PC. And I thought that was a neat little joke about how I called her Amanita Muscaria, which is the name of the fly agaric or common toadstool mushroom, which has hallucinogenic properties. Not to the same degree quite as the psilocybin mushrooms, but still. And I found that kind of appropriate because Fennel's research is into the Dream World, which I guess could be interpreted as a hallucination, so I guess it makes sense that her assistant is named Amanita. Of course, Amanita is a whole genus of mushroom that also includes the deathcap mushroom, so you really have to be careful about those. But anyway, we are out of time. We are at 20 minutes. So in the next part of Let's Play Pokemon White 2, we will explore Castelia City a little bit more, and I'll point out some changes that were made since White 1, because there are a few. And then maybe we'll see what Team Plasma's up to. So I'll see you later.